Hello, Cancer. Amyenergy here with your weekly tarot message. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. Working with the Thoth Tarot this week, pulling out our past, present, and future energies for our environment, our connections, and our contribution. Okay, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it will not resonate for every Cancer placement out there. Going to clarify here with the holographic Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Please use your own intuition to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you want to book a personal, you can do that on my website, amyenergy.online. Okay, so getting into the past, present, and future when it comes to our environment. Cancer, we have the Five of Discs, worry, coming out here in the past. Okay, so this is our most recent past, and I feel like we could have been worried about finances, or this could just be some discomfort in our home life, okay? But we have the Death card coming out, so I definitely sense a big evolution here, a major transformation with the Death card. But really, I feel it's more of a change of perspective than anything. And really, I'm feeling like our journey to the current moment here, we've really were able to find a sense of gratitude for all that we do have in our life, right? So I feel like even though we went from the Five of Discs, worry, to the Ten of Discs, wealth, it really, I feel, is more of a perspective change than anything with this Death card coming out. Okay, we have Justice also coming out. Okay, so there could be a legal situation that has went in our favor here, and that could have been why we were a little bit worried here in the past. And I still stand behind what I said. I feel like there is a major perspective change that happened here. But also with the Justice card, this could be something that happened in our physical world, such as a legal situation for some of you that has created this illumination, this ability for us to see things for what they really are, and to be in this space of gratitude for all that we have, okay? And where we are right now, this clarity that we have in our life, right? We've completed a cycle here with the 10, with the 11. We've gained so much clarity. This is very spiritual to me. And all of this that's happening to you in the current moment is allowing you, Cancer, to be able to take action on whatever's next, right? I feel like this Eight of Wands it may not be something that you even can see yet where you're at. Okay, yeah, the Magician is here. Yeah, this is very impulsive energy. It's like you're just ready to jump on the next opportunity when it comes. Okay, we're waiting for it here with the Seven of Pentacles. Wow, let's get into our connections. Okay. Wow, I am loving this reading for you, Cancer. Okay, in the past, I feel like we've been very stagnant in love. Okay, and this makes sense because we've been, in a global pandemic, staying home, not really going out. So this could be us in our comfort zone, watching Netflix alone, eating all the snacks. Okay, and that's a perfectly normal energy for us to be in. But I do feel like there's been something that's changed recently, okay? Because in our current energy, we have this Ace of Wands coming out, all right? And we have the Seven of Wands in the past, the most recent past here. So, I feel like we've realized that we have to get up, get out of our comfort zone and do something differently, right? So I see us really taking more action in our life, understanding that we were just too stagnant in this energy. But I feel like it could have been pretty tough, right? To get up and put ourselves out there. But right now we have the Ace of Wands. So there is like a new opportunity here, a new passionate opportunity with the Ace of Wands, and it is in our connections. Okay, the King of Swords coming out here as well. So I feel like we've had a lot of time while we were in this Four of Cups energy. We've had this time to like really heal, right? Because the Seven of Wands and the King of Swords, I feel like this is someone who's maybe been through a lot in their life. And with it being a general reading, I can't say exactly, but, King of Swords type is someone who has reclaimed their sense of agency after going through any type of trauma, right? And so I feel that could be us. I feel that we maybe have, had connections in the past that have left us wounded. And in this current moment, we are really experiencing a new beginning. Like, I feel like during this pandemic, and like, that's really what I'm feeling for a lot of you. Like, you were home, staying safe, keeping others safe, and working on yourself, right? And you've really put in this work, and that has you in a really powerful position in the current moment where we are very aware of our worth. Like with the King of Swords, like we're not being friends or being lovers or having any type of connection in our life with someone who is, in our eyes, foolish, right? The King of Swords doesn't have time for that. The King of Swords knows who they are. They're very much in their integrity, and so they expect people to come to the table with that same level of integrity. So that's a perfect place to be in, whether it is love or business connections or friendship that we are looking for. But I strongly feel that, and in the cards here, the Wheel of Fortune coming out next, this Fortune card coming out, it's like we're really closing the door on this previous chapter and opening up to all of these new opportunities, a whole new chapter for us, and one where we are writing the story, right? The King of Swords is not going to let someone else come and take control of their narrative. There it is, Temperance card. Yeah, you're writing the story. And here's the Wheel of Fortune again on the bottom of the deck. So I definitely know that for some of you Cancers out there, you are really just in a completely new energy, right? This is not even a new chapter, right? This is a new book. And you are in complete control. You are an alchemist here with the Temperance card. You're really working with all of the elements and working with everything that you have to create the future that you want. Okay, so really lovely here in connections. And her contribution, first card out here, the Sun, the Magus, and the Moon. Okay, so in our most recent past here with the Sun, again, I was feeling like healing here in our connections. And in our contribution, I feel like we've done a lot of inner child healing. We've really held space for our inner child here. And that is so powerful, right? Your inner child thanks you for the work that you have put in, Cancer. Okay, 10 of Pentacles here. Not only your inner child, but your whole family, your ancestors, right? This is very powerful. Okay. Wow. and another 10, right? So we have a lot of 10s in our reading and 1s. Next card, the Magician. So we've really been able to, not just end a cycle, but end a cycle in such a powerful way here with the Sun. We're just declaring that we deserve to be happy. We deserve to be abundant. We deserve good connections, good community. And the Magician is here. We're going to go and get it. Okay, that's the whole deck. We don't need the whole deck. Thank you. Just one card to clarify the Magus card, please. Not that one. One card, please. All right, 6 of Cups coming out. Okay, wow. So we've learned a lot when it comes to love, and I feel for some of us, oh wow, we have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like, I was going to say for some of you this could be family, for some of you it could be like a romantic partnership, but I feel like it's both, but I feel like it's just this understanding of really looking at how we show up in a partnership, right? With the the Lovers, 2 6s here. So these cards are very connected, but with the Lovers, it's more about the self than it is about the other person, right? But it's what is illuminated to us through our connections. So I feel like that could be a lot of the work that you've done here, Cancer, is really unpacking the way that you show up in relationship, what your expectations have been in the past, what are they now? I feel like things have changed a lot. You've become a lot more aligned here with the 6 of Cups coming out. You have gained such a deeper understanding of what love means to you. And this understanding, it does affect even your family and friends and everyone, because, you understand love in a way that you can hold space for, any person. You understand that each person has their own journey. So it's really beautiful. And in the future, we have the Moon coming out with the Star. So I feel like you're not seeing this right now. Okay, we do have the 4 of Cups over your reading. Cancer, I can't help but notice here that we have, the Moon was trying to come out there as well. We do have the 9 of Swords, cruelty, over your reading, and the 4 of Cups. Okay, so it's making me think of this Death card, right? Because this is 13 as well. And we have the 13, the Death card that came out here, clarifying our first card in the reading. So I do feel like, it's crazy for me to even say this, because when I'm looking at the cards, it's like, how could you not know that you're in this amazing energy? But I feel like even right now, we may not even realize where we're at, right? We might not even realize exactly how aligned we are, everything we've learned. So I do feel like big advice for you, Cancer, in this reading is like, take a moment to take stock, right? Because this 9 of Swords, when we first started out with it, I didn't even want to acknowledge it. I just set it aside because I knew that I needed to see this whole reading before I addressed this card, because, this is the energy of cruelty. And I do feel like we've processed a lot of past stuff in this reading. However, with this 4 of Cups, I do feel like it's time for you to realize that you've done the work, right? It might be like I feel like some of you Cancer out there are like watching this reading and you're like realizing it for the first time how far you've come, right? And with the moon and the star here in our future energy for our contribution, I feel like you might not even see exactly the way that you have this ability to like nourish the world, right? With the star, this is Aquarius energy. So this has to do with humanity. This has to do with like society as a whole. And it's a very healing energy. And much like the King of Swords, it is someone who is in their integrity, right? It's someone who's just outside naked, right? And they don't care who sees because they're proud of their naked body. They don't need no clothes on. They don't need anything but to show up as their raw and beautiful self, right? And the moon is here, so it's very deep and profound and spiritual. I feel like there is a lot of connection here to our inner child and just our family history, all of this. It's very, very healing, Cancer. I'm loving this reading for you, truly. Let's go ahead and get us some oracles. I have 2 decks together here. We have the Air Male Oracle and the Astro Elemental Oracle. Both decks are by Sarah Stacy, and I have her information in my description box. So make sure that you go check out her store and get you some decks because her decks are wonderful. They are really amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend. They are my very favorite. All right. All right, so we have Ignite, Think, and Set Sail. I love this coming out, past, present, future, right? And I feel it. I see it in your reading here. Have hope is over your reading. So absolutely, Cancer. I do feel that. Like with that 4 of Cups that was coming out, it's like it might be hard for you to actually see it and believe it, everything that's happening for you. But it's like in the past here, we really knew that we needed to change something. We realized that we deserved to be happy. And we lit that flame, right? Maybe we lit a candle and we just asked the universe, make me happy. Bring me whatever this is that is going to make me happy. And here we have Think, and this is us in the current moment. And I feel like, there's been all these shifts because we chose a new beginning, right? We chose to do this work, to do this inner child healing, to really spend this time with ourselves, right? The 4 of Cups can be uncomfortable, it can be stagnant, but it can also be a moment of self-care, right? And we chose to take that time. And now we're in this space where we're really thinking about all that we've accomplished and where we are now. And it's like, I like that the Think card came out because there's a lot of air energy here, right? We have Justice, Libra energy. It's also an 11, which is illuminating, right? So it's new information that we now have the clarity to really see for what it is. The King of Swords, right? We've mastered something. And with the Magician, the Magus card here, this is also, this is communication. This is also Mercury, which, Mercury rules both an earth sign and an air sign. But I definitely feel like a lot of air energy in this Magus card, right? So I feel like our thoughts are very aligned right now. Usually I try to steer away from thinking, because I'm our mind can be really helpful for like figuring out math problems and that type of thing, but it also is the home of psychosis. It can be a lot of anxiety and a lot of things. I wouldn't trust my mind to make a decision in my life. But I feel like you're able to really think and contemplate about your next step, and really just kind of like unpacking the past and understanding what it is. And so I really like this energy. I feel like it's setting you up for the next step, which is for you to set sail, right? For you to take everything that you've learned, all of this that you have thought through and been very thoughtful with. Now we're going to take action here in the future, right? It's not only us taking action here, the universe is in on it. We are supported and we are creating our future, right? Even if we don't see how exactly it's going to work out, I just feel like we are trusting, right? We are trusting our gut, and we are working with the earth, right? We are really showing up so that we can be seen, so that we can be appreciated for all that we bring to the table. What a beautiful reading. All right, let's get us an oracle over this reading. Simplicity. Simplicity coming out for Cancer. We're going to read from the book here because I like to. White feather. The sacred landscape wants you to know to find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life. Do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life. Scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Do not delay. Do it now. When your life is cluttered and with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there is no room for spirit. There is too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference. Wow. And let's get you an affirmation for your week. All right, we have today I dare to do something differently. All right, go ahead and screenshot that so you can take it with you and say it every day this week. Today I dare to do something differently. Okay, and next here, Cancer, I want to do a little love reading for us. Okay, but full disclaimer before we start. This is a general reading. Okay, so this next part is just for fun, right? You're going to take it with a grain of salt. You're going to keep that in mind that this is just for fun, all right? But for this reading, you'll want to have a person in mind. Okay, we're going to see how your person feels about you. We got the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And let's start with your person's current energy for Cancer. Okay, High Priestess and the Moon coming out. Wow. So your person is very mysterious, okay? They could be intuitive here, but I feel like they're not showing you all their cards. They could be leaving you in confusion here. Okay, but they are definitely having urges with the moon. Wow. So these could be urges, that have to do with their attraction to you, but we'll see how this plays out. I feel like they're definitely not showing you their hand though with the High Priestess. They are trying to stay a little mysterious here. Let's see how they feel about you. How does Cancer's person feel about them? Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. Okay, so I definitely feel like, no offense here, Cancer, but I feel like your person just feels like you might not be, like you may be a little bit chaotic. And maybe there's a good reason for this, but they're a little bit afraid of the words that you might have for them with the Knight of Swords, right? This is really quite aggressive. So I feel like, they, with the Page of Wands coming out, it's definitely interesting. I actually want to clarify this Page of Wands, but I feel like, it could be that they feel like you really navigate for your own interest, which is like how we all should be, right? But I feel like it could seem to them like a little bit immature from their perspective, right? Which doesn't mean it's the truth, but yeah, with the Five of Cups coming out, they could be a little bit disappointed. Like I feel like they feel like you're not seeing something that they're seeing, right? With the Page of Wands, or something that they're feeling. Like they might want you to be a mind reader here and you're just like optimistic moving forward. Like, I always just like feel this Page of Wands. Like, you're just like navigating the world like, oh, la la la, having a good day. And this person's like stewing because they're like holding their emotions in and hiding it from you and not telling you what they need, but like expecting you to somehow figure it out. It's really weird. Okay, let's keep going. What is the action that your person would like to take towards you? What action would Cancer's person like to take towards them? Okay, damn. So I feel like they want to close it. They want to close it out. They want to, with that Six of Wands on the bottom, I feel like they want to, they want an understanding in a way of this pain, this betrayal, whatever this is that happened. Okay, why is this Three of Swords here? What happened? This is like, I feel like your person was real toxic, Cancer, because like, the Three of Swords is here, which is like a major betrayal, like a major heartbreak, but it seems like they're just hurt that you were like withholding your energy maybe and like focused on your day-to-day like things you literally have to do to survive, like. And then just the energy that was on the bottom of the deck with the Six of Wands, like this person's hurt, but like they really want to act like they're not hurt, like they want to have like a victory over you. So it feels toxic. They do want to close out this cycle, but it's almost like they want to close it out and they want you to see them looking good. And like, we hate that. Come on. Okay. What's Cancer's current energy? Wow. 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 Too many cards wanting to come out. Okay, so you're looking wounded here with the Nine of Wands, Cancer. Like, I feel like you've put a lot into this connection and you're feeling actually tired and exhausted. And I feel like this person just doesn't even see this, right? This person doesn't see where you're at. Like, you're about done with this relationship too. Like, you're in the 9, you're not quite there yet. Like, I feel like you've tried to work it out. You've tried to maybe even contact this person and think through like all the ways that you could have been like done something to this person. Like, they're keeping you in this really nasty energy because they're not being straightforward. So they're just like allowing you to suffer. And maybe they're not thinking that you are suffering because you might not be showing this side to them. But I do feel like they could be playing like some like manipulative games here with you. Let's see, how does your person think you feel about them, Cancer? How does Cancer's person think they feel about them? Judgment. Okay, they feel majorly judged. They feel like you see something for what it really is here. And that's why they're scared about what words you have for them. Because it seems to me like it's the truth. And they just want to kind of avoid the truth. Why is Judgment here? The Empress, they do feel like you have a lot of love for them. Really interesting. But I feel like it's something that they did or didn't do here with the Judgment card. You know, that you're really seeing something for what it is. So despite your love, you're moving on. Yeah, it was on the bottom of the deck and then it just jumped out to confirm for us. Like, you're moving on and your person, you know, I feel like they know they messed up. What's the best advice for Cancer? The Hermit, yeah. No communication with this person, withdrawing, you know, reevaluating, right? We got 999. So we do have to spend some time processing everything that's happened within this connection. But we are not giving this our energy. No way. We've learned a lot. We're grateful. The Emperor's here over the reading. And I feel like this is you, you know, looking at the future, creating a solid foundation on your own, right? Because we were in this Empress energy where maybe, you know, we were, you know, not that there's any gender associated with the Empress, but I do feel like we could have had that like motherly, nurturing type role in this connection. And I feel like we're really, because of this connection and everything that we've learned being in this connection, we're understanding that we really have to be the one that's in control of our own life. We have to be in the driver's seat, and it's our vision that we want to put our work into, because we could have put a lot, like I feel like we did with these 2 9s here, like we put a lot of effort into this person. And what did we get back from them? Nothing but like secrets and confusion. And, you know, and then they even have the audacity to like want you to see them doing better than you, right? Like, they hurt you, I feel like. They betrayed you, and they just want to close out that cycle and like go on to new opportunities and not feel guilty about it. Like, that's literally what they want to do. They don't want to talk to you because they can't handle what you have to say. Okay? Ew, ew, ew. We hate it. And again, take this with a grain of salt, Cancer. Use your own intuition. But like I said, this is more or less just for fun and just to sort of show you the type of readings that I do. So if you want to book a personal with me, you can do so on amyenergy.online. Okay. We're going to pull an oracle card. These are fun oracle cards, okay? Sometimes they leave us more confused than we were before we pulled one. But, that's part of the fun. So let's pull one for your person and let's pull one for you. Okay, first, let's get a card here for Cancer's person. All right, we have Billie Holiday. A kiss never tasted is like a fine wine wasted. You'll never know when to stop until you've had too much. You can find friends in the darkest places. Okay. And let's get one for Cancer. We have Mary Shelley. The beginning is always today. Elegance is inferior to virtue. A slavish bondage to parents cramps every faculty of the mind. Whoa. Intense. Like I said, these cards are a little weird, but they're fun. So let's get some more here. Let's see, what would your person say to you if they actually had the courage to speak the truth out loud? All right, what would Cancer's person say to them if they had the courage to speak the truth? What would they say? Okay, let's not do all those. Let's just, I don't need you jumping all over. First, we have, I want you, but I shouldn't. Okay. What else would they say? What else would they say to Cancer? I am having wild thoughts about you. And on the bottom of the deck, I don't trust you. Interesting, because I feel like they're the ones who can't be trusted, but whatever. Maybe that's why they're not telling you, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what's going on in their life. That's maybe why they're being secretive, because they don't trust you. But I really do feel like if this reading is like really resonating for anyone out there, I feel like it's more about their stuff than it is about you. Right? And that's why they still have you on their mind. This, I want you, but I shouldn't. It's interesting. It's very interesting reading, very deep. I knew I was going to be a little confused whenever I pulled out the High Priestess and the Moon. First and foremost, because I do feel like, the High Priestess, I love the card because it is like, an intuitive person who can be like connected to everything, but also, all of these cards have multiple various meanings. And so it's like a combination of intuition when you read it. And the High Priestess can also, it's not always a positive card, right? The High Priestess can be someone who, like, looks, she has her Torah, like pulled in at her gut. Like she's not showing you. You're not allowed to see what it says. Okay. So I can kind of feel like that energy with her sometimes of someone who's being secretive, someone who's not being forthcoming. And with the moon also, it's like that puts like a different whole energy on this high priestess to me, even though I feel the moon a very auspicious, positive card, but that's only one aspect of it, right? There's also this other aspect that's more dark with the moon, which is like urges and all of this. So I feel like, this I want you, but I shouldn't. It could be like sexual urges that they want to act on, but they can't. Like, I really feel like literally they can't because they've probably been putting you in this situation for so long that if they even like hit you up, you would just have so much to say about the way that they've already handled the relationship and the things you've already known and seen. So, wow. Yeah, really intense energy here, Cancer. So if it didn't resonate, then, it was just for fun. Even if it did resonate, like interrogate that, because this is a general reading. So we just want to make sure that we're always being mindful of that and really tapping into our own intuition. If you ever want to book a personal with me, you can do that on amyenergy.online. All right, I am going to leave it there. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, anything you do to help my channel. I greatly appreciate. I hope you have a wonderful week. I love you. Take care.